Good morning. It's Tuesday, and we're at Psalm 64. Really making headway now. We've really focused on the Psalms these last few weeks. I'll read it for you. It's a short psalm. I'm only going to pull one thought out to talk about today. Hear me, my God, as I voice my complaint. Protect my life from the threat of the enemy. Hide me from the conspiracy of the wicked, from the plots of evildoers. They sharpen their tongues like swords and aim cruel words like deadly arrows. They shoot from ambush at the innocent. They shoot suddenly without fear. They encourage each other in evil plans. They talk about hiding their snares. They say, "Who will see it?" They plot injustice and say, "We've devised a perfect plan. Surely the human mind and heart are cunning." But God will shoot them with his arrows. They will suddenly be struck down. He will turn their own tongues against them and bring them to ruin. All who see them will shake their heads in scorn. All people will fear. They will proclaim the works of God and wonder what he has done, and ponder what he has done, The righteous will rejoice in the Lord and take refuge in him. All the upright in heart will glory in him. Really, I only want to talk about this first verse. Again, we get this really aggressive language here, but it says in the first verse, "Hear me, my God, as I voice my complaint. Protect my life from the threat of the enemy." Most ancient cultures, people had relationships with the gods as those to be feared, and the gods were those to appease. So you tried to not get stepped on, get squashed by the gods. You tried to actually assuage them with your sacrifices to get them to give you what you wanted. But there was no sense of a personal relationship with God. There was no sense of God in life with you. There was really no sense of God really caring about your life. You were supposed to, the gods were distracted doing other things. But Israel's God had a different kind of relationship. A few months ago, we were in Psalm 38:19, and he talks in that psalm about God hearing his sighing and his longing, his desires and the way he suffered. There is this sense in all the Old Testament scripture of God leaning in, being with, caring about the life of his people, not distracted, not angry, not irritated, not absent, in it with them. So this psalmist begins the psalm by saying, "Hear me, my God, as I voice my complaint." That comes with confidence, like I can come to you and you're going to help me process this and we're going to get through the other side of it. But I don't have to fear that you will turn away as I voice my complaint. In fact, I have confidence that you're going to lean in. So I think you already know this, but guess what you get to do today? You get to voice your complaint. Obviously, you get to express your raw emotions. But when you do it with God, then God actually brings you through that complaint, as he often does with the psalmist. He takes them through until they get a different perspective. And so at the end of this, after voicing his complaint, he says, "The righteous will rejoice in the Lord and take refuge in him. All the upright in heart will glory in him." That's a confidence in God, that God hears, responds, carries you through, and brings you out the other side. I hope that's encouragement to you today.